call the case of the people versus, we already got this backwards, Howard Thomas.
Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Thomas. Thomas, please state your name.
Howard Thomas. All right.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for sentencing. We ask that you adopt the recommendation.
Mr. Thomas, anything you want to tell the court before I impose sentence?
No, there's no reason other than I'm better now. I learned my lesson.
Well, you look better, but have you learned your lesson?
Did what?
Have you learned your lesson, though?
Yes. I can honestly say, yeah, I learned my lesson. It was not worth it.
Okay.
It was not worth it.
So, are you held on any my case, or you?
No, they all have been gotten rid of.
Okay. So, let me ask you this. Are you going to get yourself into some treatment when you get out, or what are you going to do?
I was making arrangements to do that. You know, I had actually stopped drinking about a week or so before I was made to stop.
Right.
That really doesn't mean anything because I didn't get a chance to stop drinking because I ended up in jail. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I didn't have any business drinking in the first place.
Pardon?
I had no business drinking in the first place.
I know.
Because I have hepatitis B, and I don't have no business drinking. I knew that when I did it.
Well, Mr. Thomas, you look a whole lot better. I'm out of time on this case, but you worry me. I'm just going to be honest with you. Because when you came in, when I saw you, remember seeing you on Zoom?
Yes.
You didn't look good, my friend.
Someone that was in lockup with me, I saw them months later, and I had to go to court, and they said, hey, you were locked up in there in that room. You looked like you were getting ready to die. I said, excuse me?
Yeah.
You looked like you were getting ready to die. I said, I hope I didn't look that bad.
No, you did.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good thing I did stop then.
And that's why I was asking, what are you going to do when you get out? Because you can, I believe in your heart you want to stop. Okay, but it sometimes takes a little bit more than that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know it does. Because I have overcame heroin. I quit heroin. And it wasn't easy at all. I haven't even seen any heroin in like 17 years. And I didn't realize that alcohol was as big of a problem for me. Alcohol was like my fail-safe, like, it's not heroin, so I can go get this, but it's just as bad, if not worse. If not worse. It just don't appear to be.
So who are you going to get out? Are you going to contact anyone to try to help you with this?
Well, you
can't do it yourself.
My probation officer, he is making some contact with some people for some intensive outpatient.
Okay, so you're on probation in another case?
No, sir.
Okay.
Are you speaking of Leah at Avalon?
It was a man.
A man?
Yeah, it was a man. This was before that we got to this point. And I said, yeah, I'll voluntarily go to treatment. I'm still going to do it. Still going to do it. At first I did it believing that it would get me out of the trouble I was in, but I'm still going to do it.
Because Mr. Thomas does live at Avalon, and his social worker, her name is Leah, and I've been speaking with her throughout the duration of this case. And she, before he was picked up again on the violation, was helping him get into outpatient. So
Yeah, I was gonna go anyway.
I will contact her again and make sure that she knows what's happening on this case and that he's being released.
All right, Mrs. Thomas, I'm just gonna hope and pray that that's what you do. All right.
Well, I just wanted you to know that it was for a fact that I was attempting to do that.
Okay.
I was attempting to do that. I'm still going to do it.
Okay. Sentence of the court, $125 statutory fee, 93 days in jail, credit 93 served. Thomas, good luck to you, friend. All right.
How long do I have to pay the, what is it?
I'm not really worried about it, Mr. Thomas. If you go, I'll tell you what, you get yourself into treatment and you stick with treatment, you don't have to worry about that. Because I don't care about that. I want you in treatment and I want you to stay sober. That's the most important thing to me.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's not me. I don't have to pee.
What did he say? Oh, he wanted his cuffs off now? No, they gotta stay on until they let you out. All right. Yeah, okay, all right, take care.
Please tell the court, David Burgess, on behalf of Mr. Jones, who's approaching, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Ms. Burgess.
I'll probably only say this once in my life. Mr. Burgess is doing a fantastic job on the file. He's doing
Wow, I know, right? Amazing, isn't it, Your Honor?
He's presented me some information that is exceptionally compelling. I've had the opportunity to talk with the officer in charge. There was one additional trooper that needs some time to review some information. So this time I'm asking for an adjournment so that we can try to effectuate what Mr. Burgess has been.
This is like how many times? This is the third time? Judge, I'm working on trying to get rid of it for my client. Obviously, there's an issue about identification. That's the issue here. And it does appear that there's a different person used my client's name on the video. Nicole wanted, being very casual. Nicole wanted to have one of the troopers verify it, and I just got that information today. I was trying to tell my client I'd do my best to get rid of it, but we asked the courts, the people asked for one more date. I understand that. I
saw his reaction.
I know.
Wanted it done today, but this is sometimes, just hold on. Sometimes things take time and good things can come out of it. We just have to be patient. Okay.
I can do that.
You heard a prosecutor actually say Mr. Burgess was doing a fantastic job.
I was hoping that wouldn't be that noteworthy, Judge.
Not only did she say she wouldn't say that about Mr. Burgess, or she wouldn't say that. I can tell you, I've known Ms. Hughes probably since she's been, she doesn't say that. Okay, so let it work, young man. All right. Okay, so how much more time do we need?
I want to give the people 2 weeks just so we don't come back more than one more time, Judge.
You think, will 2 do it for you? Okay.
That's all right. I'm trying.
September 5th, 2024, 9 a.m., or as your invite indicates. And Mr. Burgess, I did not feel that way. That was misuse express. I think
I know,
you
you never do. It's okay, Judge. You stay neutral on these things anyway.
I try. All right, thank you.
This courtroom scene unfolds quietly, but the weight of it is heavy. There is no shouting, no chaos, no viral outrage. Instead, there is something far more unsettling. A man confronting the consequences of a lifetime of addiction and a judge, struggling with the responsibility of deciding whether that man deserves another chance. Howard Thomas stands before the court for sentencing. He doesn't posture or argue. He doesn't blame the system. When asked if he has anything to say, his response is simple, almost fragile. He says he's better now, that he has learned his lesson. But the judge, seasoned and perceptive, knows that words alone don't mean change. The judge presses him gently but firmly. What exactly did you learn? That question changes the tone of the room. Thomas admits the truth. Whatever he did, whatever led him here, it was not worth it. Not the damage to his body, Not the loss of freedom, not the fear of dying in a jail cell. This is not a rehearsed apology. It feels raw, almost embarrassed. The judge notes something important. Thomas looks better than he did before. Healthier, more alert, but that observation comes with concern. The judge recalls seeing him earlier on Zoom and being genuinely alarmed. At that time, Thomas looked like someone close to death, pale, weak, barely holding himself together. Thomas confirms it. Other inmates later told him the same thing. People who barely knew him believed he was dying. That realization seems to haunt him even now. The conversation shifts to addiction, and it becomes painfully honest. Thomas explains that years ago, he overcame heroin addiction, something that nearly destroyed him. For nearly 2 decades, he stayed away from it. But alcohol became his replacement, his safe addiction. He told himself it wasn't heroin, so it wasn't as dangerous. A lie that slowly ruined his health and nearly cost him his life. He admits something many addicts struggle to say out loud. Alcohol was just as bad, maybe worse. It didn't look as deadly, but it was quietly killing him. Complicating everything is his hepatitis B diagnosis, a condition that makes drinking especially dangerous. He knew this, yet continued anyway. The judge listens, not with judgment, but with deep concern. He tells Thomas something important. Wanting to stop is not enough. Wanting sobriety does not guarantee it. Real change requires structure, accountability, and professional help. Thomas agrees. He explains that even before sentencing, he had been trying to arrange treatment. Social workers were involved. Outpatient programs were discussed. His attorney confirms this, reinforcing that these aren't empty promises made at the last second. Real steps have already begun. This is where the tone of the courtroom shifts again. Instead of focusing on punishment, the judge focuses on survival. He says something that cuts through the room. The fines don't matter. The fees don't matter. What matters is treatment. What matters is staying sober. What matters is whether Thomas lives long enough to have a future at all. The judge sentences him to time already served, 93 days, effectively releasing him. But this is not a victory. There is no celebration. The judge makes it clear that this is not forgiveness. It is a final opportunity. He tells Thomas plainly, get into treatment. Stay in treatment, stay sober, because next time the court may not be this patient. Thomas asks about fees, but the judge shuts that down immediately. Money is irrelevant. Sobriety is not. The message is unmistakable. The court does not want to see him again, not because it doesn't care, but because seeing him again might mean it's too late. As Thomas leaves, the courtroom moves on almost instantly to another case, another name, another file, another life at a crossroads. That contrast is striking. One man's struggle nearly disappears into the machinery of the justice system, but for the viewer, this moment lingers. This case isn't about crime or punishment. It's about how close someone can come to dying before they finally listen. It's about addiction's quiet cruelty. And it's about a judge who, instead of flexing power, chooses responsibility, knowing that sometimes the hardest decision is letting someone walk out the door and hoping they don't come back. This courtroom didn't erupt. But a life might have just been saved. If this story made you think, hit like to support real courtroom moments. Subscribe for powerful, unfiltered court cases that show the human side of justice. And comment below, do you believe second chances truly change people?